Passes California by way of Cleveland, Ohio. Here is Jake, the problem.
It's a record-breaking moment for Mike Tyson as he is set to break the record of former rival Roy Jones Jr. for having the longest-spanning heavyweight career from 1985 to 2024. Music Mike, and he's set to hit that feat with a big win over Jake Paul. Hey, it's a dog fight. It's a snow. The heavyweight exhibition fight between Iron Mike Tyson and Jake Paul is underway as the pair are set for another press conference 4 days from applause. Now, after overcoming every obstacle that would have stopped it from becoming a reality, the fight between Jake Paul and Mike Tyson is finally here. The fight that was heavily anticipated in the boxing world, right from the moment of its announcement on March 7th, has now been concluded. Music. And before the press conference, Iron Mike Tyson has promised Jake Paul a brutal beating on fight night. For those who still have doubts regarding the possibility of the fight, Iron Mike Tyson has resumed his training sessions, and all symptoms of his ulcer attack have disappeared. Tyson had given his fans a hint of what to expect when he returned to his old ways of uploading his training videos to the United Kingdom. This is Mike Tyson. We're excited to announce the Tyson 2.0 medical canic product. However, here's something outrageous that the fans aren't aware of, and it's the fact that a group of professional boxers are protesting against the fight despite Tyson's insistence on his well-being. Mike Tyson recently spoke about his health improvement in an interview and assured his fans that he had been cleared. You got any big plans for the fall? Of course you know I'm going to be in Texas in the fall. Although we had to postpone the fight, I will resume training shortly. I am thankful to the medical staff that treated me and to MVP Netflix and AT&T Stadium for working diligently to find the best rescheduled date for all parties, said Tyson, who recently experienced an ulcer flare-up and was forced to pause training on doctor's orders. Oh, that's right, you don't even say his name. You don't even say his name while we have a new date. The result will be the same no matter when we fight. Jake Paul is getting knocked out. However, this group of fighters sees nothing good out of the fight for the boxing legend but brain damage, and a few $1 million, says what she just already in the pack. Ungame's already Mike Jake Paul has also not been helping matters with his recent knockout wins and statements promising Mike Tyson a merciless night when they meet in the ring. After eating Mike Perry as an appetizer, I'm ready to go for the main course on Friday. No. 15. Paul told Netflix.
Do you have a prediction for your upcoming fight with Jake Paul?
Yeah, big time win.
To be fighting the biggest, baddest boxer ever is a dream come true for me, and it is going to be a nightmare for Mike Tyson. It's cool to be featured at Fanatics Fest alongside some of the biggest names in sports, and I look forward to delivering a show the fans won't soon forget on Friday. No. 15. Oh, why not? I don't. Speaking on the MMA Hour, Terence Crawford was a strong argument as the best fighter in the world right now was asked if he wanted to see the fight. He said, no, I don't. I think Mike Tyson is, icon in boxing. I think Mike Tyson is an icon in boxing. He's done a lot for boxing in his own right, and I just think Mike is past his prime. Mike is old. I wouldn't want to see Mike go in the ring and get hurt in a fight where he is just doing it for the money or entertainment. I just think him having his health problems is another added reason why I don't want to see him in the ring anymore. And he's done a lot for boxing and is in his own right, this despite both men confirming it's going ahead and everything being booked. Former two-time welterweight champion Sean Porter doesn't believe Paul and Tyson will ever step through the ropes together if he fights the right fights and takes the right path. The paranoid Oscar de la Hoya was one of the very first to talk about this in an interview, and from his response, it was glaring that he wasn't buying the rescheduled fight claims, as it was again confirmed as they prepare for their press conference this weekend to that world title. He can actually get there. I'm not sure. In an interview with TMZ Sports, the Golden Boy warned Iron Mike to be careful. I'm going to pray for Mike Tyson because I love Mike Tyson. De La Hoya said, I think Jake Paul looks like he's a real fighter. He really is. It's a dangerous fight. Mike Tyson, be careful, please. Do I like it? No, because I love Mike Tyson. He's a cruiserweight. Jake, well, there's little surprise regarding Oscar de la Hoya worries, having also appeared on the screen about a month ago to express his concerns about the matchup look. I'm a purist. Have I been involved in these kinds of fights? No, look. This is what I feel. Jake Paul, you say you want to be the world champion. You say you want to take the sport seriously, then take it seriously. De La Hoya said in an interview when asked about Tyson versus Jake Paul's bout, this is what I feel. Jake Paul, you say you want to be a world champion. You sounded disappointed at Jake Paul for considering taking on Mike Tyson in the first place, claiming he was acting against his words of taking the sport seriously. What is this? This is not a popularity contest. I'm actually praising Jake Paul here for taking this seriously because I really truly feel if he fights the right fights and takes the right path to that world title, he can actually get there. What is this? This is not a popularity contest. I'm actually praising Jake Paul here to take this serious. He then tipped Paul to go as far as he wants, but only if he fights the right fights. I'm not sure because it's up to him if he can win it, but he can get there. But he's not going to get there through Mike Tyson. He's going to make a shitload of money. He's going to gain more popularity at Mike Tyson's expense. Do I like it? No, because I love Mike Tyson. Because I really truly feel if he fights the right fights. He further expressed his dislike for the fight and his belief as to who's a right opponent for Jake Paul. He claimed Mike Tyson is not a right fight for Jake Paul. He hasn't earned it. We have to keep it into perspective. This is entertainment. I guess this is a fight that is going to do great business all over the world. More power to them. But last time I heard Jake Paul was very serious about the sport. All I'm saying is make your money, but take the sport seriously. He can actually get there. I'm not sure because it's up to him if you can win it. Despite his love for Mike, he felt Mike was too old for the fight and only hoped he came out of it safe. It's going to be dangerous for Tyson, but it won't be dangerous for Tyson because Tyson's been up in the ring with monsters. He has a chin, and I'm sure he can go 6 rounds, 7 rounds, 8 rounds, but I'm just concerned about Tyson's legacy. I've never seen a 57-year-old fighter in the ring against a strong bull like Jake Paul. I think it'll be sad for Tyson. I'm not sure how or which way it affects boxing because a lot of eyeballs are going to be watching. I grew up with Tyson. Hopefully he stays safe up there through Mike Tyson. He's not going to. He's going to make a shitload of money. Also, one of Jake Paul's most intense rivals during his feud with mixed martial artists has been Michael Bisping, the former middleweight world champion who has little time for his behavior and fight build-ups. The Brit believed that there was no possible winning for Paul in this fight, with the best-case scenario being that he knocks out an aged legend decades past their best. Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson is set to go down July 20th. If Jake Paul loses, listen, it's Mike Tyson, but still come on. Bisping joked during an episode of his Believe You Me podcast like Donis. Bisping sees nothing special in the bout for Jake Paul, but as a foe, he surely would wish Tyson a big win to send Jake Paul out of boxing once, and for all I could not Believe You Me podcast like Donis. Bisping sees nothing special in the bout for Jake Paul, but as a foe, he surely would wish Tyson a big win to send Jake Paul out of boxing once, and for all I could not believe it when I saw this tweet from Jake Paul. This is insane. He's the greatest heavyweight of all time, the most vicious knockout artist ever. He's 58 years old. If you lose, never show your face again. Then if Jake Paul knocks out a 58-year-old man, that's called elderly abuse. You can't win here other than a lot of money. It's only 2 minutes per round. But if you've never boxed or fought, you underestimate how long 2 minutes is. Mike Tyson, yeah, he's 58. And the rounds are only 2 minutes long. I think he's still going to get tired after 3 rounds. As a ferocious boxer, here he is with the legendary coach from mixed martial arts that said Jake Paul leaves tremendously massive openings, and he's never fought anyone like Mike Tyson. He went the distance with Nate Diaz. He beat Nate Diaz, and I'm not getting at him because he's great, a cult icon, okay, one of the greatest heavyweights ever. That's a fact. He was ferocious.